Be'at Hashem, I want to talk to you about Halakha. The Halakha is about giraffe. This week's Parashat Re'eh, the Torah is speaking about the giraffe, but it doesn't say giraffe. In Hebrew, you cannot say giraffe because there's no G. G is an English word. So how is the giraffe called? In the Torah, Parashat Re'eh, in the end of Re'eh, it repeats about the kosher and not kosher animals. So over there it's Te'o Vazamer. Zamer is giraffe. So the real name of a giraffe in the Torah is Zamer. With time it became giraffe. We find a lot of things, we find their name was switched around. Just we got used to the slang and we forgot the Ivrit Tanachit, the Torah language. I'll give you a few examples. For example, Rosh Hashanah is coming up. Right? Rosh Hashanah, one of the simanim that we eat on Rosh Hashanah is silka. If you go to a store today in Israel, to a makolet, to a yarkan, to a vegetable store, they give me selek. What is he going to give you? Red beets. Red beets. Selek is red beets. But silka is spinach. So it's completely off. That's why Israelis, which learn a lot, and they know that according to the Gemara, silka means spinach. They don't eat red beets on Rosh Hashanah. They take spinach. The only problem with spinach is a lot of worms. That's the only problem. But it's spinach. You see, something selek, silka, completely changed. The Gemara in many places brings down Baba Kama. The Gemara says somebody goes with the korah. No, sorry. He goes to a store and he says, Timkorli, sell to me chavit. Sell me a barrel of wine. The guy sells him a jar. He says, why are you giving me a jar? Jar is so small. I asked you a chavit. Says the Gemara, depends how they call the chavit in the city. If in this city they call the chavit a jar, that's what he bought. And he doesn't have to give him back his money. And vice versa. So you see even places, certain places call the jar chavit, a chavit jar. Let's speak about the giraffe. Giraffe is zamer, right? Masoret. This is something that we got in oral transmission from rabbi to rabbi to rabbi, that the giraffe is kosher. But if you ask people, so why don't we eat giraffe? You eat sushi, you eat a lot of things, why don't you eat giraffe? So people tell you, because we don't know how to slaughter it. The neck is so big. It's completely wrong. Completely wrong. The Shulchan Aruch says, the Shulchan Aruch says, any place in the neck is kosher. You can cut it up, you can cut it down, you can cut in the middle, whatever you want. So why don't we eat giraffe? Exactly. The only reason we don't eat giraffe because there's not too many of them in the world. And if we eat them, they're going to be extinct from the world. So it's like a protected animal, like dolphins. The goyim, they protect dolphins, right? When you buy tuna cans, you see a small emblem, it says dolphin safe. Why? In the water, when they catch the tuna, dolphins swim a lot with the tuna fish. So when they catch the tuna fish, they say, oh wow, and they slice it and they put it in a can. According to government law, the dolphin is protected. So there's a lot of, they give knasot. They give a lot of fines for the companies that we cheat and put a dolphin inside. Goyim love dolphins. It's tasty maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's tasty. But according to the law, same thing as giraffe. Giraffe is a protected animal. And that's why we don't eat it. Right? Now I'll tell you something interesting. In Israel, there's a scientist, which is a doctor, which is also a rabbi, Rabbi Moshe Shitrit. He wanted to know, who says the giraffe is zamer? Who tells you? It's called giraffe. Maybe in time Moshe Rabbeinu it was called giraffe. Who says? You're telling me now the Torah Baal Peh? Who says? So, as he's a scientist, you know what he did? According to Shulchan Aruch, we have halakha. Very interesting halakha. If you take milk of a cow and you make cheese, the milk becomes cheese. But if you take a milk of a camel and you try to make cheese out of it, cannot be cheese. Only kosher animal milk can become cheese. Non-kosher animal milk can never become cheese. It's coagulated to become like a cottage cheese. But it cannot become hard cheese. You cannot make yellow cheese. You cannot make any hard cheese. You cannot make out of it. So this rabbi, this scientist says, you know what? Let me go take some milk from a giraffe and try to make cheese out of it. So imagine it took them like 8 to 10 people to put down a huge giraffe like this on the floor, right? They gave it a shot. They put it on the floor safely. It's done. It was done in Gan HaChayot HaTanachi B'Yerushalayim. It was done in Jerusalem, in Gan HaChayot, in the zoo of Atanachi over there. They put down the giraffe slowly, without hurting it, and they took. It was a milking giraffe. She had a baby. They took a little bit of milk, and they coagulated, became cheese. And that's the best proof to have that the giraffe is a kosher species, and proof is this milk. And the Mesorah means what we got. It's Zamer, but it's called giraffe in modern language, right? And this animal, the reason we don't eat it, because it might be instinct. So if you ever stuck in a safari overnight, you have nothing what to eat, and you have a barbecue, if you find a giraffe, take a kosher knife, shecht it, and you can eat it. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.